Bronx Knights Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It helps so much. It's really appreciated. Anyway, this is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20 for PlayStation 4. The name of the created franchise is the Bronx Knights. I wedged them into the American League West. My intention is to play 162 games from start to finish as a created franchise. No skipped innings, no simulated games, all of them on YouTube. I'm up to 136 out of 162 plus. So we are in the last game of August, last day of August, August 31st. The Bronx Knights are 89-46, as you can see on the screen. They have a 15-game lead in the division. Let's jump into the calendar and do this up. Actually, 31st is passed, and we are now fourth game of a four-game set against the Boston Red Sox. We are up 2-1 in this four-game set. We're going to play September 1st. Play game. Okay. The Knights have 26 players in active. You must have 28 players after auto fix it. Yeah, why not? Play game. Okay. Full game. We are the home team in Classic Yankee Stadium. Looks good. Patrick Joseph. People are tired. Let's give Don Mattingly a day off. Let's see. Don Mattingly is going to play. Who's going to play? Urshela's going to play for Don Mattingly. Michael O'Rourke is going to have Hunter Renfroe play for him. Let's see. Danilo Cicero is going to have Manuel Margot play for him. Let's see. Matt Termini is going to have Francisco Lindor play for him. Okay, but let's set this lineup and fix it up. So let's see. Boom. Actually, I'd rather Salazar, Ramos. Nope. Lukulich, Margot, Ramos, Salazar, Saps, Lindor, Renfroe, Urshela, Milo 7th, Hunter Renfroe, Urshela. Okay, it's a little weird, but it'll work. Let's rock and roll. So as you can see, Chris Ramos, second baseman for the Bronx Knights, is leading the American League in batting average, 365 to 351. And they're going for win number 90. Welcome to some Major League Baseball. Fourth game of a four-game set between the Boston Red Sox and the Bronx Knights at Classic Yankee Stadium. On the mound for the Knights, Patrick Joseph is 12-6, 6.15 earned run average. ERA is kind of high. He has 12 wins and 6 losses because he's gotten a lot of great run support this season. On the mound is Patrick Joseph. At the plate, leading off for the Red Sox is Jose Altuve, 285, 15 homers, 58 runs batted in. First pitch of the game from Joseph. At the knees, outside corner, strike one. 89-46, going for win number 90. That's Chris Ramos at second base. And Max Lukulich in center field.
First pitch, 111.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two, count is 0-2 on Altuve. Line drive past the diving attempt by second baseman into right field. It is a base hit. Leadoff single for the Red Sox. They're looking to even up this four-game set. They're down 2-1. They win this game and it's a split. So I want to get off to a good start. Next up is Al Kaline, the right fielder, 298, 28 homers, 87 runs batted in. He's going, throw to second is in time. Altuve is thrown out at second by Anthony Millo. On the money with the throw. I think he might have been safe, but I'm not going to ask for a replay, that's for sure. Yeah, he was safe. I don't know what that umpire was thinking. So 1 out, bases empty, 0-1 count on K-line. Late on the fastball, 96 on the radar gun, strike 2. In the dirt, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 93 degrees on the last day. Check that, the first day of September here in the Bronx. Clear skies. Not a chance for rain in the forecast. Just misses off the plate inside. Count evens to 2 balls and 2 strikes on K-line. Fouls it back behind a plate upstairs. Count will remain 2-2. Grounds it to the first baseman, Urshela. Fields takes it himself to the bag, 2 away. Starting lineup for the Red Sox, Altuve leads off. He plays second base. Al Kalines in right. Albert Pujols is the first baseman. Gurriel Jr. is the shortstop. Dylan Carson is the DH. Ramiel Tapia is the center fielder. Anthony Santander is in left. Brett Batty is at third. And Davy Guyan is batting ninth. Albert Pujols, 301, 36 homers, 90 runs batted in here on the first day of September. 2 outs here in the first. Deep drive to center, but there is Lukelich. And the side is retired. So after half an inning of baseball here in the Bronx, it's the Boston Red Sox nothing. The Bronx Knights coming to bat. On the mound for the Red Sox is Tommy Glavine, making his 28th start of the season. His record is 13-6, with a 3.61 earned run average. Tommy Glavine is a Hall of Fame lefty who played for the Atlanta Braves for most of his career, and then a little bit for the New York Mets before he retired. 300-game winner, if I'm not mistaken. Leading off for the Bronx Knights, hitting from the right side against the lefty Glavine is Mighty Max Lukelich, 314, 4 homers, 37 runs batted in. First pitch from Glavine. And that's a line drive, but it will hang up there. No, drop in. Drops in front of K-line for a single. Leadoff single for the Knights. He has 32 stolen bases, so I'm sure he's going to try for 33. Thought for sure that K-line was going to make a dive for this, but held up at the last minute. So next up is Manuel Margot, 353, 2 homers, 18 RBIs. Part-time player, usually plays in place of the center fielder Lukelich. Today he's giving Benny Lo-Cicero a day off in right. Fouls off the first pitch, strike 1. Pitch out, but nothing doing. Lukelich is not stealing the bag. Red Sox 3 games under 500, 3rd place in the American League East division. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Margot. Inside off the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. Mr. African Giant Gaming obviously is a Miami Marlins fan. That's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of Derek Jeter. He's the general manager of the Miami Marlins now. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Manuel Margot. It's the bottom of the first here at Classic Yankee Stadium. Pitches outside to Manuel Margot. Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike. Thank you for joining the stream. Much appreciated. Also, I saw the comment on the SKYRIM stream. Thanks for that, too. Lines it down the right field line, curving into the seats. Foul ball. So the count will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. With nobody out, runner leads off first for the Knights. Ground ball to the shortstop. Over to second for 1. Back to first. Double play. 6-4-3 double play. And just like that, there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And the bases are empty. Starting lineup for the Bronx Knights. Max Lukelich is in center. Margot is in right. Chris Ramos is at second. Jacob Salazar is the designated hitter. Matthew Saps is at short. Francisco Lindor is at third. Anthony Millo is the catcher. Hunter Renfroe is in left. And Gio Urshela is batting ninth and playing first base. Chris Ramos, 365, 53 home runs to lead the American League. Takes outside for ball one. His high for home runs was in his rookie season 5 years ago when he had 54. So right now he's one shy of his career high at 53. Count as 2 balls and no strikes. Cut fastball finds the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike on Ramos. Switch hitting second baseman. And again, another hitter's count. Jacob Salazar, the shortstop, is on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 away. And that's a deep drive to center. Back goes Tapia, but playable. Catches it to retire the side. So after an inning of baseball here in Classic Yankee Stadium, no score. Top of the second. For the Red Sox, up steps Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 248, 32 homers, 86 runs batted in on this first day of September. Fouls it back, strike one. Breaking ball just low, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Patrick Joseph is 12-6, looking for win number 13 here on the season. I'm sure he'll get another 3 or 4 starts before the season is over. Lazy fly ball to left center field. There is Hunter Renfroe, makes the catch for the first out. Defensive alignment for the Bronx Knights in the outfield from left to right. We have Renfroe, Lukulich, and Margot. And in the infield from third base over is Lindor, Saps, Ramos, and Urshela, with Anthony Mello behind the plate. The Bronx Knights are second in the American League in fielding percentage. So Dylan Carson, the DH, hitting 283, 16 homers, 50 runs batted in. He's up with 1 out in the second. Swing and a miss, strike one. Swings out in front of the curveball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Carlson, check that. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and it's 2 away. Gets him on the strikeout. It's first of the game. Here's the replay.
The center fielder, number 15, Ramos.
So with 2 away, Ramel Tapia, 245, 2 homers, 19 runs batted in, playing center field today. Steps up. Laces it down the left field line, slicing foul, strike 1. Breaking ball high, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. The count is 0-2 on Tapia. Swing and a miss out front, strike 3, side is retired. So after an inning and a half, score is still no score here in the Bronx. So bottom of the second, up steps the switch hitter, shortstop Jacob Salazar, 323, 16 homers, 89 runs batted in.
Salazar.
Leads off the bottom of the second against Tommy Glavine. Fouls off, strike 1. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike on Jacob. Just gets a piece of the curveball. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball to the third baseman. Fielded cleanly. Batty throws to first. 1 away. Defense for the Red Sox in the outfield from left to right. We've got Santander, Tapia, and K-Line. And in the infield, Batty, Gurriel Jr., Altuve, Gold Glove winner last year, Albert Pujols, with Davey Grullon, the backup catcher, behind the plate. So next up is Matt Saps. He's playing shortstop today. 294, 29 homers, 91 runs batted in. And he hits a deep drive Back goes the left fielder to the track. The wall runs it down for the second out. Nice play. Nice running catch to the warning track.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Francisco.
So with 2 away, Francisco Lindor steps to the plate, hitting .318 with 6 homers this season. Part-time player. He's giving a day off to fouls off the first pitch, strike one. Giving a day off to Matt Termini at third base today. Ground ball to the shortstop. Gurriel throws across in the dirt, scooped nicely by Pujols, and the side is retired. So after 2 innings of baseball, there's still no score here in the Bronx. Top of the third, Anthony Santander. 264, 13 homers, 40 runs batted in. He is the Boston Red Sox left fielder. Checks his swing, but home plate umpire says it's strike one. So the shift is on. 3 infielders on the right side, expecting Santander to pull. Swing and a miss, strike two. Ground ball up the middle. Ramos is there. Throws to first. 1 away. So, American League West standings, as you can see, the Bronx Knights, the creative franchise, have been wedged into the American League West, taking the place of the Houston Astros. And they have a 14.5 game lead over both Texas and Seattle, here with 1 month left to go. So 1 away, Brett Batty, the third baseman, steps up. 303, 25 homers, 79 runs batted in. Patrick sets and delivers. Strike one. Breaking ball misses inside. He doesn't, Joseph doesn't agree. Thought it was strike. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Strike two. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grounds it to the third baseman. Francisco Lindor fields, fires, got it. High out the step. 2 away. So the number 9 hitter, Davey Gurriel, 299. He's got a homer and 10 RBIs. He's playing catcher in the place of Wilson Contreras. In there, strike one. Swing and a miss. The curveball count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Pops it up on the left side near the third base line. Lindor makes the catch to retire the side. So 3 shutout innings for Patrick Joseph. And after 2.5, there's no score here in the Bronx still. So, bottom of the third, up steps Anthony Millo, hitting .240 on the season.
Number 43.
Pitches low and outside, ball 1. He has 9 homers on the season. Been a tough season for Anthony. But a ground ball up the middle and through. The leadoff single here in the bottom of the third for the Knights. Gets off on the right track. Here's the replay. So Hunter Renfroe steps up. 277, 3 homers, 12 RBIs. Is playing in place of, pitches low, ball 1, in place of the left fielder Michael O'Rourke today, giving him a day off. Runner leads off first. 2 balls and no strikes. Grounds it to the shortstop. Tosses to second for 1, back to first. Not in time. It's a fielder's choice out at second. So 1 out here in the third, and now they trade places. Hunter Renfroe will be at first. Next up is number 9 hitter today, Gio Urshela. playing first base in place of Don Mattingly, giving him a blow, as they say. 298, 5 RBIs, limited at-bats this season. Swing and a miss, the cut fastball out in front, strike one. Grounds it. Oh, nice pickup by Brett Batty. Over to second for one, back to first. Around the horn double play. Beautiful play by the third baseman. They should show a replay of that, honestly. There it is. From his knees. The dive, the toss to second, to Altuve, over to Pujols to retire the side. End of 3. There's no score here in the Bronx. So we will go to the top of the 4th. And speaking of Altuve, steps up. Has a single in the first, second at bat of the game. Grounds it. Lindor ranges to his left, throws across, one away. One pitch, one out. Pitch speed comparison brought to you by Topps Playing Cards. Patrick Joseph is winning this matchup 96-92, but where it counts is the scoreboard, and there's still no score. So, one out here in the top of the 4th. Al Kaline grounded out in the first. Steps up. Late on the fastball. Strike one. That's a line drive. Back goes Manuel Margot in right. He makes the catch, 2 away. Nice running catch towards the warning track. And Kaline is retired. So next up is Albert Pujols. Flew out in the first. Hard line drive to center field, which was caught by Lukelich. Late on the fastball, 95 on the radar gun, strike one. I hate to jinx him, but Joseph looks sharp. Fouls off the changeup. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Pujols. Lazy fly ball. In comes Hunter Renfroe. He cannot make the catch. It is a 2-out single for Pujols. He's 1 for 2. And the inning will continue. Will they show the replay? Surprising. So, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 0 for 1. Steps up. 2 outs, runner at first. At the knees. Strike one. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. So he was a Gold Glove winner 2 years ago. It's for second base in the American League. Checked out for shortstop in the American League. That's a deep drive to left. Back goes Hunter Renfroe at the track. He makes the catch to retire the side. So 3.5 gone by. Still no score here in classic Yankee Stadium. So, bottom of the 4th, leadoff man Max Lukelich, who singled in the first, steps up again to lead off. Slow roller down the third base line, but he goes foul, strike one. Low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside corner with breaking ball. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes, right on the corner. Grounds it towards the hole, deep in the hole, short. He fires across, not in time, too much speed. So it'll be an infield single for Lukelich. It's the second single of the ball game. The leadoff man is on here in the bottom of the 4th. Manuel Margot is 0 for 1. He grounded out. Sure, he'll take a couple pitches to try to give Lukelich a chance to steal. Pitch is high, ball 1. Quick throw to first. Checks the swing, pitches outside and low. 2 balls and no strikes against Margot. High strike, according to the home plate umpire. Count is 2-1. That's a one-hop, two-hopper to the second baseman. Throws second for one. Back to first, not in time. Fielder's choice by Margot. Out at second, so Margot will be at first with one away. Next up is Chris Ramos. So for 1. Chris Ramos is not only working on an American League MVP campaign, but he's also working on a triple crown. Batting average, home runs, and RBIs. In there, strike 1. Outside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on the switch hitting second baseman. Batting from the right side against the lefty Glavin. Outside again, 2 balls and 1 strike. Inside, 3-1. Hitters count. Runner leads off first. And he pops him up to short center field. Tapia is there. He makes the catch for out number 2. So next up is Jacob Salazar. 0 for 1 with a ground out. 2 outs, runner at first. Pitch out, or semi-pitch out, nothing doing on the base bounce. Jacob Salazar is hitting .323 with runners in scoring position, but there isn't a runner in scoring position, so I don't really know why. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Maybe that hit was just his average and I misunderstood. Maybe he's hitting .323 on the season. 3 balls, no strikes. Hitter, no, let's see. Does he have the green light on 3-0? Let's see. Oh, pitch is outside. So with 2 away, there'll be 2 runners on, first and second. So it's going to take a 2-out hit to break this scoreless tie. Let's see what happens. So Matthew Saps 0 for 1 with a fly out in the second inning. Curveball, outside corner, strike 1. Right on the edge. Beautiful pitch. Strike 2. This one inside and upper end of the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Saps. Both Saps and Salazar are trying to reach the century mark in runs batted in. This is a good opportunity for Saps. Inside off the plate, count evens. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here in the bottom of the 4th, no score here in Classic Yankee Stadium. Hard ground ball, throws to second for the force, and the side is retired. So we go 4 innings of baseball. Nobody scored yet here in the Bronx. So we go to the top of the 5th. Dylan Carson, the DH, steps up from the left side. Patrick Joseph sets and delivers. In there, strike 1. Modest 4-game hitting streak. Really shouldn't mention it until you get to like 10 games, but slow roller to the first baseman. Urshela grabs it, steps on first, 1 away. So team ERA leaders, as you can see, the Knights are 2nd in the American League behind the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay Rays are the only team in the American League with a better record than the Bronx Knights. So it seems appropriate. So with 1 out here in the top of the 5th, Tapia steps up, struck out in his first at-bat. And he's late on the fastball, slices it into the seats, strike 1. Curveball the other way. The shift was on. 3 infielders were on the right side. So only Francisco Lindor was on the left, and it was an easy base hit for Tapia. So with one out, they have a runner on first.
Anthony Santander.
Too much ground to cover for one player. He's at the shortstop position and hits into where he would be playing third base. So next up is Anthony Santander, who is 0 for 1. Deep drive. Back goes Luklich to the track, the wall, looking up. It's gone. That's a 2-run home run for Anthony Santander, home run number 14 on the season. And just like that, the Boston Red Sox have a 2-0 lead here in the 5th inning. That quieted down the stadium crowd. Oof. Projected 407 feet to right center field in front of the bleacher creatures. So, one out here in the top of the 5th. Brett Batty steps up. It's now a 2-0 lead for the Red Sox. Inside off the plate, ball 1. Brett's 6 for his last 15. It's a 400 average over his last 4 games. That's a deep drive. Back goes Margot in right. Right center field makes the catch, 2 away. Called off the center fielder, Luklich.
Now batting, the catcher.
So with 2 outs, the number 9 hitter Davey Gurriel, 0 for 1. Popped out in the 3rd inning. Steps up. And that is a lazy fly ball to left. Renfroe is there, makes the catch, retires to the side. But a 2-run home run by Anthony Santander after 4.5. It's the Red Sox 2. The Knights, nothing. So we go to the bottom of the 5th, and these 3 guys are not calling the game. RC Robbin is calling the game. That's me. Thank you for watching the stream. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Francisco Lindor leads off the bottom of the 5th. And he hits it high and deep, but curving, just foul. Long strike 1. Chases a fastball out of the zone. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And he swings and misses at the curveball. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. ERA leaders in the American League. Ryan Yarborough for the Baltimore Orioles has a 2.87 ERA. Joey Pollard, 3.35. It's his 3rd place. Tommy Glavine, as you can see, is also on that list. So, next up with 1 away is Anthony Miller, who singled in the 3rd. Pitches in the dirt, ball 1. He has 51 RBIs. That is not 2nd on the team. It's like 7th or 8th, but lazy fly ball to right. Racing over towards the foul line is K-Line to make the catch for the 2nd out. And Milo is retired. So Hunter Renfroe is 0 for 1. Grounded out in the 3rd. Off the plate inside with the cut fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. Fouls off the fastball. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike on Hunter. And he lines it down the right field line. Count is 1 and 2. Misses. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here, and bases empty here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-0 lead for Boston. Full count, 3 and 2. Gio Urshela, the first baseman, is on deck. Bouncer to the right side. The shift was on. Easy play for the shortstop, and the side is retired. It's an official ball game. Red Sox lead 2-0. So, Top of the 6th. Altuve's 5 for 15 in this 4-game set. He has a hit today. 1 for 2. Ground ball to Ramos at second. His counterpart throws to first. 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The right fielder, number 6.
K-Line. Al K-Line, the right fielder, is 0 for 2. Outside corner, strike 1. Bounces, slow roller, out of the crouches. Milo makes a strong throw to first, and there are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 5, Albert Pujols.
So with 2 outs, 2 quick outs here in the top of the 6th, Albert Pujols steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Had a single in the 4th inning. Strike 1. High strike, but called off strike by the home plate umpire. Pujols does not look happy. Count is 0-2. That's a deep drive to center. Back goes Lukelich at the 408 sign, looking up. That's gone. It's a solo home run for Pujols. Home run number 37 on the season for him. Straightaway line drive shot, just made it over the top of the fence. And the score is 3-0. Boston Red Sox lead. Look at the replay. Oof. So, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. 3-0 Boston. Gurriel is up. He's 0 for 2. Outside corner, strike 1. Breaking ball just misses. Joseph looks aggravated. He's like, where was that? I agree with him. That was a strike. Nevertheless, the count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Gurriel. Late on the fastball, strike 2. A little bit of frustration over the 3-0 lead. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Gurriel. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. The Red Sox have a 3-0 lead. And he pops him up on the right side. There is Gio Urshela to make the catch and retire the side. So after 5.5, thanks to Albert Pujols' solo home run, it's the Red Sox 3, the Bronx Knights nothing. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Up steps Gio Urshela, the first baseman. He's 0 for 1. This is a 4th game of the 4-game set at Classic Yankee Stadium. Inside corner, strike 1. Swing and a miss. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Glavine is having his way with this lineup. High, 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's a lazy fly ball slicing into the seats, out of play. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Urshela. And again, late on the fastball. We'll do it again. Just misses high, 2-2. Grounds it to the right side, scooped, tosses to Glavine covering. Nice play between the first baseman and the pitcher covering. There is 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. So Max Lukelich steps in. He's 8 for 17 in this series, 2 for 2 today. Misses inside, ball 1. They need a bloop and a blast. Lazy fly ball to right field. K-Line measures it, makes the catch. 2 away. Manager, bullpen. Switch hitter, doesn't really matter where I put in. Dinelson LeMay will warm up, and Dinelson LeMay will go in the game in the top of the 7th. So next up, with 2 away, is Manuel Margot. He's 0 for 2. In there, strike 1. High strike, but strike nonetheless. Pops it way up the elevator shaft. Davey Guyon makes the catch behind home plate, and the side is retired. So at the end of 6 innings of play, it's Boston leading 3-0. Ooh, getting shut out. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, they do. So the day is done for Patrick Joseph. He's in the losing column, cannot win. Dinelson LeMay bouncing back and forth between the minor leagues and the majors. He has 1-4 record. He has not pitched well on the major league level, but it's another chance to prove himself. Dylan Carlson, 0 for 2. We're up in the leading off the top of the 7th inning. Inside corner, strike 1. In there with the 2-seam fastball, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Carlson. Checks his swing, pitches inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chases a 2-seam fastball, count will stay right where it is. Inside off the plate, count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes on Dylan. Swing and a miss at the slider inside, and that's the first out of the inning. Nice return to the major leagues for LeMay. So next up is Raimel Tapia. Is 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored today. At the knees, strike 1, 98 on the radar gun. So he throws heat. It's not the heat that's the problem. It's the location. It's just breaking stuff. Just hasn't been able to get it completely under control. Grounds it to the first baseman. Fielded by Urshela. Tags him on the way to first, and there's 2 away. Nice play by Urshela. So with 2 outs, up steps Anthony Santander, who's 1 for 2. 5th inning, this is Santander. Deep drive right in front of the bleacher creatures. So he's responsible for 1 of those 3 runs. In there, strike 1. Classic Yankee Stadium, torn down in 2008 to make way for new Yankee Stadium, built across the street. Beautiful, beautiful classic ballpark. I remember it fondly. Breaking ball low, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. The 2-seam fastball, count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. He hits it the other way. They were playing him to pull. Hunter Renfroe cannot make the catch because he was played all the way towards center field. No one could have remained up that distance. Had he been playing in his normal position, it would have been an easy out and the end of the inning. But since they were played to shift, it's double number 15 for Anthony Santander, and the inning will continue. So next up is Brett Batty, 0 for 2, 4 for 12 with an RBI in this series. In there, strike 1. One ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. The 2-seam fastball count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Inside. Breaking ball. Strike 3. Side is retired. So, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And get up and stretch. Time for the 7th inning stretch. Score is 3-0 Boston. So, before Chris Ramos steps in, manager, bullpen. Righty, righty,
The
righty.
second baseman,
Let's go Carlos Estevez. He's going to warm up, and he's scheduled to put him in the game. Okay. So Glavin is still out there, pitching a shutout. Checks his swing, pitches low, ball one. Paul Sewald and Drew Steckenrider warming in the Red Sox bullpen. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. And believe me, they'd love to get Tommy Glavine out of this game because 3-0 to the leadoff man. Nibbling. Will he have the green light? Apparently not. 3-1. Hitters count. Time to shine. Lines it, the high fastball down the first base line. Count goes full, 3-2. Again, chases the high fastball, just trying to stay alive. Doesn't want to get called out on a high third strike. And it's a slow roller to Glavine. Throws to first. Easy out for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. So Glavine just has it working today. Next up is Jacob Salazar. Walked in the 4th inning. He's officially 0 for 1. Again, batting from the right side. Switch hitter against Glavine. Grounds it to the third baseman. Batty throws across, 2 away.
now batting, number 31.
So next up is Matt Saps, 0 for 2, like everybody else in the lineup, it seems. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball through the box, up the middle. It is a 2-out single for Matt Saps. He's 1 for 3. He's got to start somewhere. Here's the replay. So next up is Francisco Lindor, 0 for 2. Low ball 1. Saps does have speed. Not great speed, but speed. Lazy fly ball to right. K-line is there, and he retires the side. So, 7 innings of baseball are complete. Score is 3-0 Red Sox. Glavine is showing why he's a Hall of Famer. So, do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. In relief for the Knights, Carlos Estevez. He's 2-1 with a 3.24 earned average, 40 strikeouts in just under 34 innings pitched. And leading off is Davey Guyon, 0 for 2, number 9 hitter.
Davey Guyon.
Swing and a miss, strike 1, 99 on the radar gun. Strike 1. Inside off the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike. 51,305 in attendance. That is pretty close to a sellout for Classic Yankee Stadium. Maybe they could have squeezed 52 in. But out in front of the slider, count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just misses off the plate inside. He wanted that pitch. Thought he had a called third strike, but count as 2 balls and 2 strikes on the hitter. And he lines it foul into the seats on the left field side. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, high fastball. Triple digits on the radar gun, 100 miles an hour, and there is 1 away. Pitching comparison. Obviously, Tommy Glavine wins this battle. Patrick did pitch well, you know, all things considered, but Tommy wins the day. But he wins the battle. He doesn't necessarily win the war. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Jose Altuve is 1 for 3.
That's the ball.
Misses outside, ball 1.
1-0.
That's a line drive to left center field. It is a base hit, so 1 out single for the Red Sox here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting,
Soft liner between the left and center fielder. Next up is Al Kaline. He's 0 for 3. Inside corner, but called the ball by the home plate umpire. My goodness, count is 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss at the slider.
One strike.
Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Late on the fastball, 1-2. So there's a runner at first, 1 out here in the 8th. Late on the fastball again, count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's a 3-0 lead. They can't let the Red Sox get any further away if they have any hope of coming back. And that's a high drive by Al Kaline. Down the 318 sign. It is gone. 2-run home run for Al Kaline. Home run number 29 on the season. And it's a 5-0 lead for the Red Sox here in the top of the 8th. And you could just feel the air just get released from the stadium. Just a collective sigh. .369 feet. It's only 318 down that right field line. So next up is Albert Pujols, 2 for 3 in the 6th inning. He hit a line drive home run to center. Here it is. So I'm sure he'd like to do it again. Do you like Nick Gura? Well, first of all, Mike Crummy, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Deep drive to center. It's going to find its way in between the outfielders for 1 hopper to the fence. And by the time that ball gets back in, it's going to be a runner at second with 2 outs in scoring position. Now, do I like Nick Gura? I don't even know who that is. No offense intended. If that's a famous person, I apologize. But nevertheless, welcome to the stream. This is Bronx Knights baseball. It's a created franchise in the American League West, and I'm playing game number 136 out of 162. No skipped innings, no simulated games. Every single game is on YouTube. No, it's all right. He's a reliever on the Reds. Oh, no, I mean, I have to be honest with you. The COVID-shortened season really, ruined the season for me. I've been playing nothing but video game baseball ever since, as you can see, obviously. Very much looking forward to this new season, though. Anyway, the count is 0-1. There's only 1 out here in the 8th, and I need to go to the manager's office in the bullpen to warm somebody up. Let's go with Caleb Smith, and then let's go to the manager's office and a mound visit to calm Estevez down as Gurriel steps in. Count is 0-1. He's 0 for 3 today. Let's rock and roll. Come on, get out of this. Let's go. Fouls off the 99-mile-an-hour heater. Count is quickly 0 balls and 2 strikes on Gurriel Jr. Swing and a miss, and there's 2 away. So apparently the mound visit worked. Runner's still at second.
Now batting.
Here's the replay. The record of the Bronx Knights. This is the first day of September. They're 89-46. They have a 15-game lead in the division. And I'm looking forward to the playoffs. Hopefully we'll go to the World Series. The difficulty setting is on All-Star for hitting and pitching. Yes, I know there are people by now that are much better than that, but I'm having a good time. I still lost 46 times on All-Star, so good enough for me. Inside, count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Dylan Carson. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Count is 1-2, and he's 1 strike from getting out of this. It looks like I'm going to get loss number 47. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired. So, after 7.5, after Al Kaline hits a 2-run home run, it's the Boston Red Sox 5, the Bronx Knights nothing. Embarrassing. I apologize, Mike. You should have seen me score 15 runs a game, not get shut out. This is embarrassing. All right, we go to the bottom of the 8th. Up steps Anthony Millo, the catcher. Red Sox bullpen is active. Tommy Glavine is pitching a masterpiece. Yanks it foul towards the camera well. Strike 1. Pops it upstairs behind home plate. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Milo. And that's a line drive to center field. It is a base hit. He'll make a big turn at second, but hold. So the leadoff man is on here in the bottom of the 8th for the Bronx Knights. Got to start it some way, somehow. Here's the replay. So Hunter Renfroe is up, but you know what? I think it's time to get some pinch hitting because this is a shitty lineup. Pardon my French. Substitutions. Hunter Renfroe. We're going to pinch hit Hunter Renfroe with Michael O'Rourke, the left fielder. No, we're not. Because he's lefty on lefty. I just don't like it. Not yet. Hunter, you're going to stay in the game. You're 0 for 2. Righty versus lefty. Ground ball. Pitcher to second for 1. Back to first. 8-1, 6-3. Div double play. 2 outs. Bases empty. Bad decision by the manager. I should have pinch hit. So there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Gio Urshela is up. And you know what? I'm just going to ride it through. Low ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Ground ball through the right side. A base hit with 2 outs. What a shame. That double play short-circuited the inning. Gio Urshela just hits it between the first and second baseman. So the starting center fielder, Max Lukulich, is 2 for 3 today. Hopefully he can keep the inning going. Backdoor cutter, strike 1. Max is so small because in real life, Max Lukulich is only 12 years old. But that doesn't stop him from being the American League starting center fielder for the All-Star game in this fictional universe. Count is 0-2. And that's a line drive which will bloop in there. No! Unfortunately, Altuve will run it down in short right field and the side is retired. So we'll go to the top of the 9th inning for the Boston Red Sox. The score is 5-0. Boston's advantage. Urgh. All right. So I'm going to take him out. Manager, bullpen. Caleb Smith is going to pitch the 9th. 4-1 with a 2.25 earned run average. He's had a great season. Caleb has. Tapia steps in to lead off the top of the 9th. He's 1 for 3. In there, strike 1. Swinging and a miss at the 2-seam fastball. Count is 0-2 on Tapia. Strike 3 called in the slider in the outside corner. Caught him looking. And there's 1 away here in the top of the 9th. See the replay. Too close to take. With 2 strikes, you gotta foul that off if you don't like it. So next up is Anthony Santander, the switch hitter. 2 for 3 with a homer today. At the knees, strike 1. He's hitting .268 on the season. Line drive down the right field line, heading towards the seats, out of play. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Santander. Lazy fly ball to center. Lukulich is there. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. So with 2 away, Brett Batty steps in. Lefty versus lefty. It's 0 for 3. Laces it the other way. Long run for Hunter Renfroe, but he makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 9th for Caleb Smith. So we will go to the bottom of the 9th. Bronx Knights need 5 runs to tie this game. It's a 5-0 lead for Boston. So before Margot steps up, we're going to go to the bullpen. And we're going to say that Betances is going to warm up and John Smoltz is going to warm up. Because you know what? I believe in my team. I believe that we're coming back. Margot will lead off the inning. And Clavin's out there for the complete game shutout. Deep drive to right. Back goes K-Line to the track, the wall, looking up. No. On the warning track, he makes the catch, 1 pitch, 1 away. So Margot needs to get on base. That's not the way it started. Chris Ramos, 0 for 3. He's 1 for 12 in this series. He has not had a good series against the Red Sox. He does have 3 RBIs. Fouls it down the right field line. Again, swinging at the first pitch. Strike 1. Fouls it back upstairs behind home plate. Count is quickly 0 balls and 2 strikes. It's in the 9th inning, hasn't even thrown 100 pitches yet. And count remains 0-2 on American League's home run leader. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. And he pops it up to the infield. Gurriel Jr. makes the catch for the 2nd out, and the Bronx Knights are down to their final out here in this ball game. Next up is Jacob Salazar. He walked in this game, but he's 0 for 2. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. High, 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, count is 1-2, and the Bronx Knights are down to their final strike. Low, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Just got to the century mark in pitches. Line drive, knocked down by Batty, picks it up, throws to first, not in time. So Jacob Salazar gets a hit, keeps the game going, and the next batter will be Matthew Saps with a runner at first. He still represents the final out of the game. Pitch is high, ball 1. 2 outs in the 9th. Down by 5. And that's a line drive to center. It is a base hit for Matthew Saps. And he's going to go all the way to 3rd. So it'll be 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. And they're making a game. They're trying to make a game of it. Next up is Francisco Lindor, switch hitter, who's going to bat from the right side against the lefty. Still 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Pitch is low, ball 1. Manager's trying to give him that opportunity to get the shutout. Slider, backdoor strike. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike here in the bottom of the 9th. And it's a lazy fly ball to center field. Tapia settles under it, makes the catch, side retired, ball game over. Red Sox win 5-0, and it is a split, 2 games apiece of a 4-game series in Classic Yankee Stadium. So the Bronx Knights are 89-47 on the season. When the game started, they had a 15-game lead in the American League West, so theoretically they could be only 14 ahead, but it's obviously a big lead on September 1st. Let's do this the right way. Boston Red Sox, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Bronx Knights, no runs, 8 hits, no errors. Tommy Glanvin is the winner and the player of the game as he threw a complete game shutout. Patrick Joseph deserved better. He is the losing pitcher. He is now 12-7 on the season. And that was the game, unfortunately. A little embarrassing. It sucks to lose, sucks to get shut out, but when you play 162 games, and you play every inning of every game, and you don't simulate a game, you don't skip any innings, sometimes in 162 plus, you're going to get shut out. It's just a part of baseball. So please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated if you would. Help so much. I am RC Robbin. This has been a broadcast of Bronx Knights baseball, and here we are, the final. Boston won 5-0. Thanks so much for watching, and have yourself a great evening.